All right, we're live. So I'm going to make this very brief. This is just strictly to the point, and that's it. So there is no longer any live Clow Card readings or my former titled web show, whatever's on my mind, and there won't be any sort of live streams moving forward like that, any sort of web shows, because it was brought to my attention that people were actually using voice clips of me for Twitch or Discord or something like that for games when I was venting frustration and using them out of context, like things that were very personal issues. And then they were taking these, recording these clips of me and using them for their game or whatever to kind of make fun of me and use it as a joke. Now, that actually really pissed me off to the point. That's why you notice I haven't done any streams. Now, I'm not going to call out the source who revealed it to me that these people were doing that. But to all you people who were going on my channel and getting these clips for your Twitch or your Discord or whatever, like stuff about condoms and shit like that, like, you know who you are and you fucking ruined it for everybody. So yeah, fuck you and great job. Hope you're happy. That's why I don't do it anymore, why I won't do it anymore. So you fucking ruined it for everybody, and you're a bunch of insensitive fucking jackasses trying to use clips like that without my permission. Like, yeah, as the comment here says, people on the internet are legitimately psychopaths. Like, you guys want to do that? Well, you fucking ruined it for everybody. That's why I don't do it anymore. That's why anybody who keeps up with this channel notices, oh, well, why hasn't Super Kami Guru Alucard done that in a while? That's fucking why. When a friend of mine who actually caught these people doing that told me that, I was like, what? They're doing shit like that? He's like, yeah, man. I kind of tell them to stop and I laugh a bit because it's you, but it's like yeah, they're doing it and it's just kind of not cool. Like weird clips of you, like when you're mad and shit, and they'll use it as like a joke. So I'm like, oh, well, fuck those assholes, and there just won't be any more. So they fucking ruined it for everybody, and they can go fucking slit their throat, burn in hell. I don't give a fuck. Straight up, fuck y'all. And last quick announcement, there might be a little less music getting released via TuneCore and official releases from now on. And the reason for that is, once again, they're targeting me. Now, check this, people. They took down one of my releases without even telling me. Just decided, you know what? Fuck this guy. We're going to take down Dark Clouds Volume 1, the first album of a trilogy set. So it's like, oh, gee, thanks. Now, for all the fans out there, I am going to make an entire video. Like, I will use Filmora or some shit like that, I think it's called. I will just take the album cover, put all the tracks in there, and upload it as a full video, just so the album can still be on YouTube for anybody who wanted to hear the first part of the trilogy. Since they took it down and they want to be dicks, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to make money off it, but I still want it out there. And I'm trying to prove the point that just because they're the distributor, they don't have the right to control what music I put out. I still own SOS Brigade Records. I'm still the CEO of my record label. If I choose for that album to be out there, it's going to be out there. If I don't make money off it, fine. They want to be assholes. It's like that wasn't one of my big, most popular albums anyway. I'm still putting it out there. And honestly, more artists should fucking stand up to these cocksucking assholes, because straight up, they're fucking targeting artists because they have a grudge. Remember, I told you before, when I released Hood Tales from the Shadow Realm, for anybody who's followed the channel, you know I had that dispute with this guy named Colton. I honestly believe Colton's behind the fucking scenes, working like the Wizard of Oz to fuck up my shit. Wouldn't even surprise me, because they took that down without my permission. Check this, people, right? And then I actually had recorded 3 new albums. 2 will be released this year. They went through processing, unless they fuck with those, which they could because they're assholes. I pretty much confirmed this at that point. But the other crazy thing is, there was a 3rd album on top of these other 2, and it would have been called My Multa Romantism, which is Romanian for more romance. I wanted to give it a Romanian title. The first track kind of reflects that. The rest of it is English, which I explained to them because they're like, you need to change the language and it's a blurry cover and they're complaining about all this shit when really it's fine. It's perfectly fine. I showed it to fans and they could understand it. Like the cover itself isn't the point as what's written on it and the way it's written, which is clearly visible, and that's the point. It's supposed to be a bit distorted looking and abstract. But obviously they're idiots and they don't understand fucking artistic intentions, which is why for no reason, and literally I just got an email telling me today that they just decided to shelve this just because they fucking feel like it. Literally, they had no legit reason for shelving the entire album. And check this, I tried to meet them halfway, right? Yeah, they complained about the language and the cover, like for no reason either. So I tried to meet them halfway, though, abs up in here, right? So what happened is this: they did all this. I'm like, what are you guys discriminating against Romanians? And like, what? I'm not allowed to give shout outs to the Romanian fans. I've also made albums with different foreign titles before already. I have a French album title, I have a Spanish album title, all that, right? So it's like, it's just kind of ridiculous that they're choosing now to do this. But I said, okay, well, since most of the album is English, I can put the album title in English, make a new cover that'll say more romance, call the album more romance, because that's what it means. And there, problem solved, right? No, they're still going to shelve it and just be assholes just because they fucking feel like it. They literally confirmed this with me this morning. Even though I changed what apparently was the fucking problem, they just don't want to release it now at all. So 10 songs thrown away again. So I'm also going to have to make a Fillmore video and just put that on there and fucking release it. So the way they are targeting my albums, it's honestly getting to the point where it's like, shit, I'm either like just not gonna fucking officially release that much anymore, or every time they fuck with my albums, I'm gonna have to just unofficially release it and sort of, I guess you could say, leak it on YouTube just to get it out there because they're gonna fucking target me over bullshit like that. And I don't care what anybody says, this honestly feels like targeting at this point. There was already that fucking issue with that asshole named Colton a while back with Hood Tales from the Shadow Realm. And then, like I say, they took Dark Clouds Volume 1 off like iTunes, all the streaming platforms. They took it down from TuneCore's like distribution. So it's like, if you're gonna do that to an artist, because clearly it was okay enough that it passed through it and it was released. It was released for over a year. I think maybe as much as 2 years at least, right? About that. That whole 2 year time, it was fine to go through processing. It got released, it got uploaded, everything was all good. And then what? All of a sudden they just decide, hey, we're just gonna fucking take down this release just because we feel like it. Like, if there was a legitimate reason, why wouldn't they tell the artist who put all that fucking hard work into making it and go through the bullshit process of fucking releasing it in the first place? Shouldn't you tell the artist? No, no warning, nothing. It wasn't even until I looked through my entire discography on TuneCore and saw what releases were live. And then I'm like, wait a second. Okay, Hood Tales from the Shadow Realm, that's not there. Okay, this one says it needs action, which apparently they're gonna fucking shelve now anyway. And then this one. And I'm like, wait, where's okay? I see Dark Clouds Volume 2, Volume 3. Where's Volume 1? Where's the start of the trilogy? We took it down. Like they just fucking took it down. No explanation whatsoever. Just took it down. So it's just cause of this bullshit. That's why I'm honestly keeping my distance. I'm not doing too much social media. I'm not making a lot of movie like online like live streams or shit like that anymore. I am still making music, but because they're being retarded about fucking releasing it to make money off it, it's like I'm gonna have to leak 3 albums just to get them out there because they're fucking idiots. So yeah, it's a lot of stress. I have my trip to Japan coming up too at the end of the month. I'm gonna be there for 2 months. February, well, I leave February 1st, won't get there till February 2nd about, but then I'll be there till April 16th. So right before my vacation. I'm trying to relax, prepare, have a good time, and then they do this bullshit. Oh, sorry, abs. Yeah, most people use YouTube for music more than any other platform. Like, I agree with that too. To be honest, I don't really use like an iTunes or stuff. I either buy the CD, like if it's an artist I know, which I probably discovered them from YouTube, be it honest. I might buy a physical CD, like with Japanese artists or old jazz artists that are harder to get. Yeah. But yeah, most of the time, if I'm listening to music, if I want to listen to music, unless it's like I have a certain mood where it's like, oh, it's just easier to go to my iTunes where it's music I put up in there. But most of the time, just casually, I just turn on YouTube for music too. So yeah, they're just kind of ridiculous about it. It's like they're the distribution, but I'm still the record label. So if they want to be idiots and fucking target me and screw over my releases, it's like I could still just freaking leak it. I'm the record label, and it's like because I'm the label, I'm not gonna get sued for leaking my own shit because the distribution is retards. So yeah, honestly, more people need to stand up to TuneCore because I believe honestly the reason they're doing this to me making no sense probably stands the reason they're probably doing shit like this to other independent artists too. And I honestly believe that if more artists stood up to them, if they had better customer support and actually could talk things out normally like civil human beings, we wouldn't have these kind of issues. But they think they could just bully everybody and control the market. And realistically, they're not the only distributors online anymore. The only reason I have not switched, and check this, people, if I went to another distribution, for example, right? I would have to re upload all my albums. They'd all have to get cleared and put out there. And then here's the thing, you have to pay you can get it unlimited for one album, but you would have to pay like over 54 bucks for each album. Now, I have over 30 albums. By the end of that, you're talking close to like $2,000. Like you're talking a lot of money, right? Like a thousand and a half at least, just to put everything up there through a new distribution. So it's like that's why I've kind of just tried to bite the bullet and deal with them civilly as best as I can. But as you can tell with these new developments, they're just being kind of even more ridiculous as the years go on. And you'd think, considering they're not the only distribution in town, they have competition, which gets way better reviews than them now. You think they would be nicer with their customers. You think they would, accommodate with them more, be more understanding, be more helpful, offer better services. They really don't. The only thing they literally have going for them is that for a certain fee, I can have everything unlimited and just release whenever the hell I want. That's literally their one strength. But look at how that strength is slowly diminishing and fading away because now you got one they just didn't release because the guy was an asshole and just had a grudge against me for no reason. You have one they took down without even telling me or giving me a legit reason, just took it down. And then three, you have this new one that's literally they didn't want me to use a foreign album title when I've already done it for several other albums. Like, kind of seems like Colton's behind the board, just saying, "Yeah, fuck this guy. Don't release his album. Fuck with him some more. Take that album down and shit." Like, what did this fucking retarded jackass scumbag motherfucker get promoted, and he's just fucking with my shit because he moved up in the world? It's like, yeah, your fucking company sucks. And anybody who's interested in TuneCore, I'd say watch out because they're the shadiest, most cutthroat, fucking rotten bastards of online distributors imaginable. They're not fucking reasonable to deal with. And as you can tell, I'm pissed because I'm really fucking fed up with their shit. Honestly, if they keep doing this shit, that's why I say it's gonna be to the point that it's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not officially releasing nothing. I'll just fucking leak it on YouTube. And I'm gonna do that with these other two albums because you know what? No, Just because you guys are fucking assholes and want to target me doesn't mean that music ain't getting out there. That's the whole point of making that music. I don't make 10 songs for you to be like, fuck you, I'm not going to let it get out there. No, it's going to get out there and you can go fuck yourselves. And I'm going to prove my point with that. Because realistically, I'm not fucking making a crazy shit ton of money by releasing it officially anyway. I might as well have as many fucking albums as I can put out there. And if they're going to limit it or they're going to just screw with me so that I can't do it the proper way, then fuck it. I'll do it the fucking underground way. And that's just how it's going to be. So, yeah, that was just two things I wanted to address because I haven't really posted anything live in a while, and there's all this other shit going on. So just a brief explanation. But yeah, like I'm obviously not gonna snitch out my friend who pointed this out to me, but those people that were using voice clips and shit on Discord and Twitch, like you guys, if you saw this, you would know who the fuck you are and just know you ruined it for everybody else. And I don't fucking like you. And I hear them say, oh, you'd want to hang out with 12 gauge and shit because they remember me from back in the cathedral days. No, you'd never fucking hang out with me. You can go fuck yourself. I hope you die in rotten hell. We ain't friends. I don't like that you did that. You literally took voice clips of me when I was vulnerable and used them without my permission as a joke. Like pure disrespect. We're not cool. Fuck you. That's like, I hope they watch that just to know that I don't fucking respect them. I don't like them. I would never be friends with them or hang out with them, and they can go fucking die. I don't give a shit. I think that pretty much says it all. And yeah, thanks, Abs up in here. You're a cool long time supporter. You're good. Don't worry. This whole video is just mostly fuck TuneCore and fuck those people who were using clips like that for that bullshit. Because when I found that out, that legitimately pissed me off. Like it's disrespectful. They shouldn't be doing that shit. And especially like if you're gonna do something like that, at least ask somebody's permission to do that because technically that's illegal if you don't have permission. And it's like, I'm not going to target you with a lawsuit, but I'm pretty much just going to tell you on a live stream to go fuck yourselves. You know who you are and that you ruin live streams for everybody else. So hope you're proud of yourself, you fucking moronic, retarded fucking assholes. And that's all. Peace out, everybody.